Hello, hello, and welcome to one of today's episodes of Saddest Night Out. My name is Roy, and I am the host of this daily podcast, and it's primarily about music and creative culture in London. Apologies for my absence these past few days. I hope you've all been well without me. I hope you've all coped without having my voice in your ears constantly. This episode was actually recorded at my show on Tuesday the 20th of August at Roadtrip and The Workshop. I've been a bit held up with other things since the show and a bit before the show as well, which is why I haven't put a new episode up. And the person I'm speaking to on this episode is something of a VIP in my heart, because as great as the show was and as happy as I was to see so many familiar faces, the person I'm speaking to came to my show because they saw the event on Facebook. They didn't know who was playing or who I was or who any of the other attendees were. They just have a curious spirit about new music and liked the name of the event, and that was enough for them to come down and checking out. Folks, I am talking to a very welcome new member of the podcast family. Her name is Marina. She's from Argentina. And that kind of rhymed. I didn't even plan that. She's been living in London for a few months and she loves going out to check out music. And on Tuesday night, it was my show. Of all the bars in all the towns in all the world, she happened to come into mine to check out my show. And I was so happy that someone came to the show who didn't have any previous knowledge of who I was or anything, that I was hell-bent. I couldn't resist recording a conversation with her, and she was kind enough to do so. So this is me talking to Marina, who is by default the coolest person I've ever met because she came to my show. And this is her telling us why she came to my show and what it is she loves about music. This is me and Marina talking at Roadtrip and The Workshop, and I'll catch up with you a bit more afterwards. Enjoy. I'm downstairs at Roadtrip and The Workshop. The music is finished and I'm here with someone who is, don't tell the others, my favourite guest at tonight's event. Will you introduce yourself to the listeners?
Yes, I'm Marina. I come from Argentina and I play the drums, but that is something that my friend here didn't know. Actually, I just came to see live music, right?
Yeah, Marina, I didn't know you at all. So how did you discover that tonight's event was happening?
So I'm kind of a music seeker. I went online, I went on Facebook, I saw the event, I came here, and I seen amazing performances tonight, to be honest. Really amazing. I'm not lying. I'm not kidding. He didn't pay me. He didn't even buy me a beer to say this, and I'm actually saying this.
That's all genuinely her opinion there, folks. So you didn't know any of the acts that were playing tonight, you just saw the event on Facebook?
Yeah, definitely. I didn't even do some research, I just came here. And really good music. The title was catching, though.
See, I knew Saddest Night Out was a good name. I knew it would bring some people. So is this something that you frequently do? Are you often checking out music in London just to check it out and see what it is?
Yeah, basically every day. I have maybe one day a week, which I don't.
Wow.
No, I just get back. Yeah, well, mainly I do.
How long have you lived in London?
3 months, 4 months. I came here like 4 months ago. I've been around London for 3 months. I was traveling a bit around the UK, and I'm actually working here, living here. So what is it that you do by the end of the day? Or either you go to the pub and get drunk, or go and see some live music, go to the theater, go to the whatever it is. Because it's London, it's amazing, it's cultural, there's music, there's everything. What you want to do in London, you can do it. Let's go.
Listeners, you can't tell, but I'm smiling so hard right now because you're saying everything that I've been preaching on this podcast. So did you come here from Argentina?
Yeah.
And were you doing this back in Argentina? Were you checking out live music as often as you could?
Yeah, definitely. The circumstances are quite difficult right now because of the situation and the crisis and everything. It's different, but still the music scene is amazing. There's so many cultural things to do. Still you have to travel a bit more. Sometimes the good thing about London, you take the tube and you're everywhere. You take the bus, 20 minutes, you're in Shoreditch. Is amazing. It has 20 places in the same block, you're partying until 3 a.m. on a Wednesday, why not? And that's amazing. And all the genres you could try, and that's the amazing thing.
Wow. So you hinted at playing the drums. So what's your musical background? Have you ever made music yourself?
Yeah. I was playing in Argentina. I was studying at the moment. I was practicing. I wasn't rehearsing with a band because my trip was coming right now. And now I'm playing at live jams around London. So I basically, as you did with the open mic, I believe I kind of do with the live jams. I just go and see whatever jam is available and go there.
How long have you been playing the drums?
5 years roughly, kind of. Yeah.
And I am absolutely 100% in love with the fact that you are so interested in live music and culture that you'll go out, you'll take a chance to see what's going on out there.
Definitely.
But are there any artists that you've seen live, like on purpose? Who are the kind of artists that you'd love to see live or you'd like to see live?
So my friends know that I've been so cheesy about this, but ever since I got to London, I've seen like 5 major artists that I love, and I was like absolutely lucky to see Noel Gallagher, Richard Ashcroft, Jordan Rakei is amazing. He would never play in Argentina like right now, and I saw him here like fucking place in like what's it called? Well, I don't know, but like around here, small venue. And yeah, The Good, the Bad, and the Queen, seeing like Tony Allen and
Damon Albarn. So rock music in general is kind of what you gravitate towards. That's the thing that you like.
Yeah, it's basically where I kind of came, but I've seen many things around here. I also, actually today I was gonna see also like some rock music, some underground rock music, but it was near Camden that I've seen before intentionally, just bumped into. Yeah. And it's really amazing. I mean, there's so many things to see. Yeah, it's great.
This is like heaven. If you're into that type of thing, this town can be like heaven because it's spot for choice.
Yeah.
When you were growing up, was there one artist in particular? Because when you're young, you just like whatever's on the radio.
I'm such a Beatles fan. I'm such a Beatles fan, to be fair.
It's always your parents?
Kind of. I think I was like 8 years old and I had help there. When I just started listening to the record once and again, and then I was like, But my brothers did listen to like more heavy rock stuff, and like Metallica is one of my childhood bands, so it was a like strange background. So I did kind of listen to several type of rock, kind of heavy rock as well.
And did you ever play in bands like that as well?
No, I'm not really skillful with that kind of rock. I'm like, I lean towards like funkier, soul, other type of genre. Yeah. Well,
I'm over the moon that you came to my show. I need to come to one of your performances now. I need to return the favor. Do you already have a time of the week in mind when you're going to go check out the jam and get behind the drums?
Normally, I started going to Joe's Jam in Chalk Farm. This is my promotion voice. I started going there some Sundays. Really cool place, really cool guys organizing the jams. They said, come along every Sunday. So it's there in Chalk Farm, Joe's Bar. I normally go there. It's on Sundays.
Okay.
What else? There are so many around. I mean, there ain't nothing but the blues is famous one. It's really nice. Been to the Northern Soul as well. Troy Bar is amazing, but it depends on the night if you get to play or not, or whatever is going on there.
So this week is Joe's Jam, looking to be what you're going to do this Sunday?
Yeah, but this Sunday is a bank holiday. Monday is a bank holiday. So I guess on Sunday, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Don't ask me about plans. That is such an English thing to do, right? That's the thing. I can't manage really to, plan ahead and really know what I'm gonna do in like 2 weeks' time. And
you live more in the moment. You go by the vibe of the day and go where your heart takes you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so glad it brought you here. Marina, thank you so much
Please,
for coming tonight.
You.
And I look forward to the next time. I look forward to seeing you on stage next time, maybe.
Oh, please. I just enjoy watching, hearing such amazing musicians. So I'm not, I'm not like jealous at all. I just enjoy going and seeing you play. Anyways,
you are the best advert for my night ever. Thank you so much, Marina.
Thank you. Virtual hug right now.
And that was that. Thank you so much, Marina, for coming to the show. I had a great time, and I was really happy with everyone that came and how the whole night went. But her appearance was very much the cherry on top. It was actually Jack, who played with Rose White, who introduced me to her. He basically said, Roy, you have to talk to this person, because she came just because she saw the event on Facebook, and I was bowled over. As you could hear during our ensuing conversation on this episode, I was just really happy that what I am doing is starting to bleed over to people who don't know me personally, because ultimately that's what anyone who does anything creative wants. At the start, it's most likely going to be people who know you personally, friends and family or whatever, who come to support you. And it can almost feel like they're doing you a favor. They're coming to support you in your new venture because they know who you are and they want to see you do well or whatever. But at some point, you want what you do to attract people who don't know you personally. They just like what it is you're doing. And Marina was very much a first taste of that, and I'm still on cloud nine that happened. There were quite a few people who came who've been on the podcast before. Among them, James, the photographer, he was there. Roger, from that episode where I speak to the regulars at Shacklewell Arms for the Magic Wand show. And I think there was a show at the Lock Tavern, RIP, where he was there as well. He came to my show. That's another hint that the early adopters are starting to pay attention to what I'm doing, because he's another person who goes to a lot of shows in London, and the fact that he came to my show felt as though I had a bit more legitimacy to what I'm doing. So Roger came, Dan Caleb was there, Lou was there, Eche was there, Sean was there, all people who have been on the podcast before. If you just search for their names, I'm sure you'll find their episodes, and I really appreciated their support. I will put links in the notes for this episode for some of the other events that Marina mentioned. So there was Joe's Jam in Chalk Farm, Ain't Nothing But the Blues, and Troy Bar. To be honest, listeners, when I was younger, I too shared the same vibrancy and energy that Marina had for going out to shows as often as possible. But the truth is, the more I do the open mics, the less opportunity there is for me to go out to shows like that. So I'm very happy that in the absence, in the void of me being that person who goes out to shows, maybe I can start to be the person who puts on the shows that people with that attitude start to go to. So, yeah. I don't know, circle of life, passing of time, something along those lines where you pass the baton to the next generation. Either way, what I'm trying to say is thank you very much, Marina, for coming. Thank you to everyone who came to the show on Tuesday. I think I will do a separate episode that's all about that show. I have at least one more episode from the show to put up, which I shall put up just after this one. But thank you once again, Marina. I can't thank you enough. Thank you to everyone who came to the show. Thank you all for listening. You are free to reach out to me whenever, wherever, saddestnightout@gmail.com, or Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, etc. Saddest Night Out as one word. But for now, thank you for listening, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.